Meet Sarah. She had been working at the same company for 5 years. She was promoted twice. She received excellent performance reviews every single year. Then one day last month, her manager called her into a meeting. The company was restructuring. Her entire department, half the team, was going to be replaced by AI tools. Sarah was shocked. She thought she was safe, she was good at her job, she worked hard, she delivered results. But here is what nobody told Sarah. Being good at your job is no longer enough because the job itself just changed overnight. A McKinsey report found that AI is expected to automate tasks that make up around 40% of working hours across most industries. That is not a small number. That is almost half of everything you do at work every single day. But here is the part of that report that nobody is talking about. The people who recognize this shift early and take action are not the ones losing. They are the ones winning bigger than ever before. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which skills are disappearing, which skills are becoming more valuable than ever, and the 3 specific moves that will make you the person AI makes more powerful rather than the person AI replaces. Now, I want you to do something right now. Think about your typical working day. Think honestly about the tasks that take up most of your time. Writing similar emails every week. Creating the same type of reports. Analyzing data that follows a pattern. Scheduling. Meetings, summarizing documents, entering information into systems. Now ask yourself one honest question. Could an AI tool do this task if someone gave it the right instructions? If your answer is yes, even partially, then that skill is already losing. Its market value and the speed at which it is losing value is faster than most people realize. Not because you're not talented, not because you have not worked hard, but because AI is now faster, more accurate, cheaper, and never gets tired. Goldman Sachs published research showing that AI could impact up to 300 million full-time jobs globally. Companies across the United States and United Kingdom are already replacing entire teams, not with cheaper human workers, but with AI systems that cost a small fraction of what a salary costs. So the real question is not whether this shift is happening, because it absolutely is. The real question is, which side of this shift are you going to be on? Let me now show you exactly what is disappearing and, more importantly, what is rising in value so fast that the people who invest in these skills right now will be almost untouchable in their careers. Here is what is disappearing and disappearing fast. Routine data entry and basic data analysis AI handles this instantly and without error. Standard report writing and document creation AI produces a professional first draft in under 60 seconds. Basic scheduling and calendar coordination AI assistants are already managing this entirely at major companies around the world. Scripted customer support and predictable question answering, already automated at most large organizations. Template-based content and standard communications, faster and more consistent when done by AI. Now, here is something important to understand. These were not easy skills. Some professionals spent years developing expertise in these areas, but AI absorbed that expertise and replicated it in a fraction of the time. Now let us talk about what is rising. And this is where things get genuinely exciting, because these skills cannot be faked, cannot be automated, and become more valuable every single year as AI takes over everything else. Complex human judgment is the first one. When a situation falls completely outside the normal patterns, when there is no data to reference, when the stakes are high and the answer is unclear, someone has to make a call. AI cannot do that. A trusted, experienced human being can. Emotional intelligence is the second. 1. Reading a room accurately, sensing what a person needs before they say it, building genuine trust over time. Knowing when to push and when to hold back. AI can produce words that sound empathetic, but it cannot actually feel anything and human. Beings can sense that difference. Creative synthesis is the third one. This is not just having ideas. This is the wisdom and experience to know which specific idea works for this specific person in this specific situation at this specific moment. That kind of contextual judgment only comes from lived human experience. Influence without formal authority is the fourth one. The ability to genuinely move people, to inspire a team that has no obligation to follow you but chooses to anyway because they believe in you. That is a deeply human capability. Strategic thinking under real uncertainty is the fifth one. Seeing what is coming before it arrives, making clear, confident decisions when the information is incomplete, keeping your composure and your judgment when everyone around you is confused or panicking. Now notice what every single one of these skills has in common. They all require you to show up as a complete human being, with real presence, real judgment, and real emotional depth. That is your competitive advantage, and it is one that AI cannot replicate. Here is the insight that changes everything. As AI becomes more capable at handling mechanical and repetitive tasks, the skills that are uniquely human become exponentially rarer and exponentially more valuable. The gap between people who have invested in these human skills and people who have not is going to become the defining career gap of this entire generation. So what do you actually do about all of this starting? Today, here are your 3 moves. Move 1 is to become the human layer on top of AI. Stop seeing AI as something that is happening to you and start seeing it as the most powerful professional tool you have ever had access to. Your job is no longer to do the repeatable task. Your job is to take what AI produces and apply the one thing AI cannot provide: your judgment, your understanding of context, your relationships, and your humanity. The professionals who will lead their fields in the next 10 years are not the ones who avoid AI. They are the ones who use AI so effectively that they produce the output of an entire team by themselves. Start this week. Choose one AI tool that is directly relevant to your work. Learn how to use it properly. Use it every single day and make it part of how you operate. Move 2 is to go deep on one irreplaceable human skill this year. Go back to that list of rising skills. Pick just one. Pick the one that feels most relevant to where you want your career. To go and commit to developing it seriously over the next 12 months. Emotional intelligence, strategic communication, leadership under pressure, negotiation, creative problem solving. Any one of these developed with genuine focus and intention over a 12-month period will place you in the top 10% of professionals in your entire field. Because while most people around you are reacting to AI with fear and confusion, you will be quietly and deliberately becoming the person that no algorithm can replace. Move 3 is to completely reframe how you describe your professional value. This costs nothing, and you can do it today. Stop describing yourself in terms of the tasks you perform. Start describing yourself in terms of the outcomes you create and the problems you are uniquely equipped to solve. Instead of saying I write reports, say I transform complex information into clear strategic decisions that help leadership move forward with confidence. Instead of saying I manage our social media, say I build the kind of genuine online trust that converts strangers into loyal long-term customers. That shift in how you articulate your value is the difference between a professional whose role feels like it could be automated and a professional whose contribution feels absolutely essential. Now let me bring Sarah back, because her story doesn't end in that restructuring meeting. After the shock settled, Sarah made a decision. She was not going to wait and see what happened to her. She got deeply curious about the AI tools her company was introducing. She learned them faster than anyone else on her team. She positioned herself as the person who could take what the AI produced and turn it into real actionable business strategy that leadership could actually use. 6 months after that restructuring meeting, Sarah was not sitting in a smaller role. She was sitting in a bigger one. She was not replaced by AI. She was promoted because of it. AI is not your enemy. Waiting is your enemy. You now know which skills are fading. You know which skills are growing. You have 3 clear moves to start with today and a story that proves it is possible. The algorithm doesn't wait, and neither should you. If this video changed how you see your career, please share it with one person right now whose future depends on hearing this. Subscribe to the Career Algorithm, because next week we are going inside something that almost nobody talks about: what nobody tells you about your first 90 days at a new job, and the invisible moves that set your entire career ceiling before you even realize it is happening.